West, and I will be discussing the importance of standardized testing in the United States. At one point or another, every American has partaken in some form of standardized testing throughout their lifetime. Standardized testing is defined by Merriam-Webster Dictionary as a test of intelligence, achievement, or personality whose reliability has been established by obtaining an average score of a significantly large number of individuals for use as a standard of comparison. This is a general definition, but when used in discussion, standardized testing has a connotation of a large test given out to the public school systems of America. Recently, there has been a lot of debate on whether or not standardized testing is doing more harm or good to the students. As someone who has gone through the public school system, I can say that I've seen the lengths to which standardized testing has gone. Although I see some points to be redundant, I do firmly believe that standardized testing is important for our country's future. It ensures that each student will be given an equal opportunity, or we can track at least to figure out where there are problems that need to be fixed. It helps relieve stress from further testing that will be given in the future, such as professional exams given out at colleges. And it helps improve our crystallized intelligence, and it can show that we are actually learning instead of memorizing. No Child Left Behind was implemented in 2001. The main goal of this act was to ensure that all students in America were given equal opportunity to a quality education. The easiest and most efficient way to track this progress and information is through standardized testing. There's a lot of pride in America under the idea that we can all achieve the American dream. But studies show that equal opportunity in America, especially in regards to education, is significantly low. The educational achievement gap between rich and poor students is 30% higher than it was 25 years ago. Research shows that only 6 people born into the bottom fifth of income-earning families will move up to the top fifth, and 42% born into the bottom will stay there. If we want to provide our youth with a promising future, it is important to ensure that they are all starting with a quality education. Standardized testing allows America to diagnose its weaknesses and allowing it the opportunity to go back and fix them. Unfortunately, it is near impossible to provide these tests without giving it a high-stakes standard. This puts pressure upon the students, and many people fight standardized tests because it is found to be a culprit of test anxiety. It would be optimal to say that we could implement this testing to gather this information with anonymous testing. This would allow for a win-win situation. But there is a problem that we tend to see happen through using anonymous surveys, and that is known as the mischievous responder. Based on a study done by Joseph Robinson-Simpian from the University of Illinois, there is a percentage of students that without supervision, and if you provide them anonymity, they will lie without hesitation. On a survey taken during the same study, 19% of the students claiming to be adopted were in actuality not. This creates a disparity in all studies taken in regards to teens and children. This removes our possibility of anonymous testing, which is unfortunate, but standardized testing is important, again, to diagnose any problems within our education system so we can provide a better quality education for everybody. We can't fix a problem that we can't diagnose. Standardized testing will be continued to use throughout a student's life once they leave the public school systems and go on further to college or vocational schools. Testing is necessary to ensure that all of our professionals have a standard knowledge base to provide the best service for our citizens. By getting tests out to students at a younger age and getting them used to the high-stakes measures to which they will be held, this decreases the amount of intimidation that they will feel when later on taking tests throughout their life. It has also been proven that standardized testing accurately tests our crystallized intelligence. Crystallized intelligence is our knowledge that we find by accessing our long-term memory. This ensures that we are not just testing for memory, which is a lot of problems that we see throughout schools. Kids will memorize information and take a test, and by the time they're done with the class, they won't have any of that information left. By implementing tests every year, we ensure that students are not only going to school, but they are putting this information into their memory, and they have the ability to access this information for the rest of their lives. If we're not teaching our students to learn and they're just memorizing, the whole point of our education system is probably failing. We don't need a research study to tell us something is wrong with the education system in America. I can remember going to classes in high school with students that still struggled to read. 60% of all college students will have to take remedial classes before they can move on to their general educations. This wastes not only their time, but also their money. If that's not a problem, I don't know what is. Fighting standardized testing is avoiding the problem. We need to face this head on. One of the most important things I think we, as students, can do is take a more positive approach to testing. If we realize this testing is not just helping us today, and it's helping our future generations, we can improve the outcomes of what is to come. It's not just about us. It's not just about the long hours spent in classrooms or the stress that we get after taking hour-long tests, but it's about the future. It's about our generations to come. If we keep letting all of our students slip through the cracks, our society will continue to become more and more stratified. Are there any questions?